Hello, everyone. Welcome to the couch. This week's episode is a how-to for your Herren Project Clubs. And before we start, we're going to make a couple announcements. Contest winner from last week's show contest, this new contest that we have for you this week, and a reminder for you to, if you want to, fill out the Youth Ambassador applications before September 1st. So last week's contest winner is Mastro, and she asked a question for us. So let's see what that question is. Hey, Eric, here's a question. Have you been practicing shooting arrows?
And the answer would be, I haven't been, but it's definitely on my list of something to do. I don't own any bow or arrow, so I'm pretty sure there are some places I think you can go and you can rent and do that. So that's definitely on my things to do in the next few months, because when we had that conversation, actually, I'm pretty interested in doing that, maybe taking that up as a hobby. It seems pretty cool, right? Seeing her shoot those arrows and stuff. So no, Mia, to answer your question, unfortunately, I haven't. But hopefully soon, yes, I will be doing that.
Hey, it is a great way to relieve stress and channel your energy.
Yeah.
So you better get on that.
Yes.
So let's get started. So Herren Project Clubs, you are watching because we're talking about Herren Project Clubs, and it is your favorite club in the world. Or I'm going to go assume at least one of them. So, or if you're here and you're newly watching the series, you're probably wondering, hey, Izzy and Eric, what the heck is a Herren Project Club? Well, let me tell you. A Herren Project Club are here to create a peer network in schools to empower youth to make healthy choices. They encourage overall wellness, development of coping skills, and leadership in your community. Through the club meetings and events, students learn self-care, decision-making, skills, and stress management techniques so they can cope with life challenges substance-free. And these clubs and the communities that form within them are here for students to be them true selves together and throughout the entire community. So now that's step one. We found out what a Herren Project Club is, and you're probably thinking, wow, Izzy, that is pretty cool, and I want to create one in my school. And I'm like, yeah, you should, bro. So we're going to do a quick how-to. So although the year ahead is looking maybe not the best regarding our extracurriculars that you have been looking forward to and that you look forward to every single year, there's two ways that this could go down. You could potentially be lucky and have an in-person club, and we'll give you some demonstrations on that. Or you might potentially have to turn this into a virtual club for the first half of your year. And we're also going to give you how-to on that as well. So if you've never seen a Herren Project Club box, Eric is going to show you what it looks like. And this is a great... there it is. Oh. Boom! We're going to play some motivational music.
It has all the stuff right here, right? The healthy choices, decision-making, stress, self-esteem, and empowerment right there. All of that in here.
Yep, because you are being you and living well.
That's right. So this is the box you get.
Yep, so that's the box. Now you're probably like, hey, what's inside it? There's so much fun inside it. First of all, you're going to open up and you're going to see a wicked cool beach ball. Okay, it is the best beach ball on earth. Bam, right there. Eric's got it, okay? Then you're going to also see that there's a booklet. And that booklet comes with resources regarding well-being and mental health and fundraising activities and some more fun and inspiring posters. Yeah. And then on top of that, you also have the activity sheets. And one of my favorite activities throughout the whole box is Serenity Stones. It's like a Be Kind challenge. You can get a rock and you can paint it whatever you want with a pretty word, whether it's gratitude, whether it's happiness, whether it's love. You can paint them all pretty the way you want, and then you can go stick them around your neighborhood, which I think is absolutely great. I have found rocks like that before, and I've absolutely loved them. Okay, and then next is more inspirational posters. So we have our favorite here.
This is my favorite here. Love this. Love this. Being you is enough, and that's an amazing strength to have. Hey, I actually have this. I took it down. I have this posted up on my wall upstairs because I love looking at this. It's a great quote to live by, to see every day.
And it is by our founder, Chris Herren himself. He's a great guy. He's an amazing guy.
Amazing guy.
So that's what comes in the box. There's so many different other activities, from a social media vignette to a note to self, the full nine. So it comes with so many activities to promote wellness and good, healthy decisions, and a great way to channel your energy, but in a great community setting together. So, Eric, do you have a favorite activity out of that?
Yes, I do. It's actually, there are so many here, I probably can't find it, but the breathing. I'm a huge, being a strength and conditioning coach, I always have my clients, and even me, I love to do multiple times a day just breathing. It's great to bring down the stress. It's great to bring, the anxiety down. I do it all the time, every day, multiple times a day. So that's one of my favorite activities in that to do, definitely.
Yes, sometimes when you get into a stress situation, you just need to focus on your breathing and you channel your energy. And I think a lot of these activities help us learn how to channel our energy when we are, navigating stressful situations. And I think this club is the perfect time for everyone to really start, promote it in their schools, because these are some stressful times we are going under. And having the mindful meditations together and breathing exercises and doing fun serenity stones and just connecting and relaxing, you're just learning different ways to cope and to channel your energy and stress and, cope substance free. And I think that is the best kind of club that we can promote. So now that we have that covered, why don't we jump into a virtual club? So what are your thoughts on a virtual club?
Me?
You.
Who else? I think it's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's, as you said, right? It's very, it may not be the same as the in-person, right? But it's especially with the times right now, to be able to do whatever you can as normal as you can. I believe that doing this will definitely help people get through these times and whatnot right now. So I think that, especially as you talked about with the activities, right? Those activities are, again, it may not be the same being in person with somebody, but just going through those and working on the breathing, working on the meditation, the serenity stone, all of that is great. And you can even get creative with it, right? You guys can maybe all get a beach ball and just throw it around to somebody, and then somebody else, has someone throw it to them and they catch it, doing that icebreaker.
Yeah, icebreakers, yeah. And I think we've talked so much about staying connected, and I think this is one of the first ways when we go into school, and depending on our schools, their opening plans, some kids might not be able to see their friends as much as they are used to when they go back to school. So I think, although none of us have probably never navigated a online or virtual club, I think it could be great. And better yet, the prevention and youth engagement branch have been working on a guide to navigate virtual clubs. And you guys will get those, the second week of September, when most schools will be starting and, settling in. And you can contact your advisor and you can be like, hey, there's this awesome toolkit for us to, navigate a virtual club. So instead of me continuing to talk about it, why don't we jump into what we have potentially for your virtual club? And then you're probably like, okay, that's cool, but what kind of activities do I do? There has been so many new activities and creativity flowing from student-serving organizations that I can tell you there are so many, but I'm going to give you a rundown real quick. 1, virtual volunteering. Eric, have you done virtual volunteering at all this summer?
No.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what it is too. So, virtual volunteering, we're taking volunteering to a whole new level. And I know, and I felt to myself that so many kids have felt like, their volunteering efforts have come to a screeching halt. Say no more. Virtual volunteering is here to help. So, pretty much you are doing things in your community, but, you're sharing it virtually. So number 1 is Operation Gratitude. And I think everyone absolutely loves something like this. You're going to write thank you notes together on your selected platform digitally. And you're going to write thank you notes to essential workers, teachers, anyone you want to thank in your life. And you can do one of two things. You can pick where to send them, or you can send them to Operation Gratitude, and you can have them disperse the notes for you. And then you can exactly. Isn't that so nice?
When you
I
said
did it, and it felt so good.
I didn't know exactly what it was, but when you said Operation, and as soon as you said gratitude, I said to myself, "Oh, I can't wait to hear this."
Yes, I loved doing it. I did it
via
Zoom. I did it via Zoom with a group of student leaders from SAD. And I had so much fun. We played some music, we talked, we laughed. We were writing thank you notes like from the bottom of our hearts to our essential workers and those who are serving in the military for us. And we sent it to Operation Gratitude, and they dispersed it for us. So somewhere within the last 2 months, someone got a thank you note from me, and it probably made it day. Oh, cool. We're on the same wavelength. So that's number one, and then you can post together as a group, and you can put hashtag Operation Gratitude. Boom, number one. And then you're like, okay, well, that's only one. Trust me, there's so many more. Number two, my option is the Litter Bit Better Challenge. Sounds like a tongue twister, but Eric, can you take a guess?
It's the Litter Bit, what was it?
Litter Bit Better Challenge.
I have no idea. Okay.
This was my favorite because me and my mom had so much fun doing it. And I'll show pictures too and a little quick snippet of our video. So we pretty much picked a place in our community that we saw was strewn with litter. We went and cleaned it up. It felt so great. You just grab your mask, gloves, a bag, and you go pick up some trash on one of your places in your community. We went to our local beach. There was a lot of trash, but we picked it up, and it was so nice at the end. And then we posted it with the hashtag LitterBitBetterChallenge. And we tagged 3 friends, and you try and get those 3 friends to do the same. I think I had 2 out of 3 friends do it, but I still, passed along the chain of positivity.
Wow, this whole situation hasn't stopped you. You're just doing great things.
Oh, right? And
you're going.
And I want to empower others to do the same. And then one of my last suggestions is coach and tutor. If you know a child who might be struggling with sports or school homework, sit down on Zoom or in person if you can, with the proper respectful, measures, and you help them. And that's virtual. That is virtual volunteering. And then, we get into some connecting and relaxing where you can do a Netflix watch party. You can do paint by the number session and get, some cool designs, and you paint by the numbers and it comes out beautiful. And then you share your design. Or you could do...
I might have to do a Netflix watch party.
Yeah, I want to do a Netflix watch party. You could also do a book reading. If everyone in your group likes book reading, you can pick a cool book and you can start a conversation that way. And then there's also a fun time to do icebreakers to get to know each other a little more. And then we also have staying connected with Herren Project nationally. You could sit down and watch Purple Couch together and enter a contest. And then if you show us what you're doing virtually as a club, you could get featured on the Purple Couch. Boom, bang, done. Isn't that great? And then we'll also have some of our potential youth ambassadors working directly with some of our clubs. And I think that'll go great because you can talk to someone who's working directly alongside Herren Project. We also have raising awareness about other teen-related topics. So I think this is so important. We talk about wellness and, mental health, but we also need to talk about other topics that both not only do they coincide with those topics, but they also affect our teens on a daily basis, from traffic safety to substance misuse to mental health. It's the full 9. So let me give you some campaigns that you can look into and that you'll get more information on with the toolkit when September comes. So one of my favorites, Eric, have you ever heard of Red Ribbon Week?
Oh, yes.
Oh, see, often raise awareness about the campaign through putting red ribbons around the school, doing a pledge and handing out red ribbons. And then the explanation behind it is pretty much you are going to be raising awareness on alcohol, tobacco, and other drug and violence preventions. There can be so many other different ways to recognize this week through a virtual pledge. Get creative. Another campaign or organization you can look into. So every school is different, and they find that their school struggles with different things. Some it's drunk driving, some it's distracted driving, sometimes it's marijuana, sometimes it's different things. So there's Text Less, Live More, which aims to end distracted driving by looking up, being in the present moment, and not being distracted by your phone, especially while driving, which I think is so important. And then one of the other last ones is National Drug and Alcohol Facts Week. I did this one this past year virtually, and it was a lot of fun. You can make it a proclaimed week by your state officials, and you can raise awareness on really any topic that affects teens. Mental health, drunk driving, substance misuse, marijuana, all of that stuff. Whatever you find fits your school the best to raise awareness on, feel free. Or you can raise awareness on every topic. And then last but not least, our favorite, virtual fundraising. Everyone has probably been questioning virtual fundraising. How the heck do I do that? Have you done any virtual fundraising this summer?
No, I haven't. Well, the race.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
I can say it was a little tricky, but you just really have to expand your networks, honestly. You have to continuously expand your networks. And guess what? The conference is coming up next year, and you know what that means. Fundraising to go to the conference. So you could do a virtual race, and you could raise money that way. You're still getting some healthy activity in, and you're, fundraising for your club. You could do talent fundraising. You could take one of your fun talents like art or sports, and you can use it to raise funds. For every, tell me how many goals you want me to score, and it's $5 a goal. Bam, you did 10 goals. Times that by 5, that's 50. Boom, you just earned $50 for your club. There's so many ways to, make a virtual club exciting, engaging, and promoting healthy activities. So that is all I have today. We will be putting this into a more comprehensive format for you all to have by September. So when you do start your virtual clubs, you will have the toolkit and guide right in front of you to help best navigate you. That's that.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It is a lot, but it's gonna look better when you have it on like some kind of document. So with that being said, Eric, would you like to announce this week's contest?
Yeah, sure. What the contest is this week is if you could comment below and let us know what you guys plan to do this fall for your Herren Projects Club. So comment below, let us know what you plan to do this fall for your Herren Projects Club.
Yep.
And, that's the contest for this week.
And you can win a gift card. Just comment below, and if you are starting one, say, I'm starting one. Boom, you just won a gift card. Or if you say, hey, we're going to go virtual, and, we're going to really work on wellness, and be like, bam, boom, you just won a gift card.
That easy.
So, yeah, it's that easy. And that is all we have for this week. Eric, do you have anything else?
I mean, just again, quick message just to, again, right, kind of touch on what we touched on last week. Just staying in touch with people during this time, because I know that, right? I mean, school's around the corner, right? So, as you said, there's a lot of different things going in place, and some schools still don't know exactly what they're doing, and some schools are finalizing it. So it could be a stressful time for people right now. Some people found out sports were canceled that they were really looking forward to, and they, that really could bring them down. So I would definitely say it's very important to stay in touch with others. Just a simple phone call, simple text too, right? Or you could have a Zoom or a FaceTime with them is important, because as we said 2 weeks ago, it isn't as bad as it was before the whole virus and everything. There aren't as many, regulations on it, but it's still affecting us. So it's still very important for us to stay connected.
Yep. I couldn't have said it better. So that wraps up this week. Don't forget about your youth ambassador applications. And if you want a Herren Project Club box, you can email us below. And if you also want the application, you could also email us below. So that is that for this week. Remember to be you. And let's head into this school year full head on strong with the best attitude possible.
Right.
Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you in 2 weeks.